It's your boy Blazee, and you watching with Brandon Marr.
A phone call to take your life. Youngest trying to earn stripes. Overtime, overnight. Just to get my pockets right. You get left if you ain't right. We got niggas changes, but it's life. The life I'm living, it ain't right. Committing crimes overnight.
The name Blaze, shit, it just came from when I used to jerk back in the day. Like, my whole family just gave me that nickname, so I ran with the shit. I ain't like it at first, but I ran with the shit, so everything was good after that.
Did you jerk like the dance?
Yeah. But I was like 11 or 12, yeah.
Dang.
Old shit, man.
So what were some of the influences you had? Like, how did you get into producing?
Shit, after my uncle died, that's when I really did it. But just listening to everybody that was producing at the time, 808 Mafia, you know, TM88, Metro, you know, that really just inspired me to go hard and cook up with the shit.
So what kind of style you do for beats? Like,
more really just modern day shit, like, you know, Juice WRLD, Travis Scott, Lil Skies, Landon Cube. More modern day 2018 shit you would hear on the radio. You know, normal shit.
And you faced a lot of doubt and stuff from people when you first started.
Yeah, and I still do to this day.
I know we went to high school together.
Yeah.
People were always...
It's been doubt ever since, but I still deal with that shit to this day. I just laugh that shit off and just keep going with what I'm doing.
Turn that into positive energy.
Yeah, and I just laugh at the people that did the shit before, so...
Yeah, because since then, you've come a pretty long way. I think you put a lot of content out.
Yeah, constant work, consistent
You have
shit.
a pretty good following on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, how did you build that?
Just reaching out to people, talking to a specific amount of people a day, just grinding, trying to motivate people, get my name out there, helping as much people as I can, just doing whatever I can to get my name out at the time. But now people just respect me for the shit that I do. Like, I look out for people. I'm showing people how to do shit the right way, like shit that people didn't teach me. Now I'm doing it that way. So a lot of people really respect me for that shit that I do now. Just helping people and motivating people to work harder and sell more and grind harder.
Yeah, and I've seen you're a lot more active with people on social media and everything.
Yeah.
I saw.
I try to make sure I talk to a lot of people every day, yeah.
Just yesterday I saw you challenging yourself, you know, doing the 10 beats thing.
Yeah. At least 10 beats a day, 5 beats, something to stay consistent. Like
that's how you motivate yourself?
Yeah. I just wake up one day and I tell myself, you know what, I'm going to try to get this done or get this much done. And if I don't get it done, then I still did something. But I try to motivate myself to have a specific amount of workload done a day. And that's what I try to set myself to every day.
How much are you usually working when it comes to producing?
Now I'm trying to do at least 5 beats a day, but I try to keep at least just 1 or 2 beats a week up, you know, consistent uploads and shit like that. But I try to stay consistent with it.
So all that consistency and everything, it's built you into I'd say a pretty big brand.
Yeah.
Coming from this area. And how did you do that? Like, when did you realize that it was going to turn into a legitimate business?
Just after high school, when I really started being more consistent with it and just taking it serious. And that's when I started getting my first, you know, couple of sales. And that's when I started to see that, you know, this internet shit is possible. So that's what I followed.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think there's a lot of self-doubt in people. They don't think they can turn it into something.
Yeah, because they see other big people that do it and they just think like, you know, I can do that, but they don't really want to put in the work that they're supposed to put in to get where them people are. So most people fail at it. They doubt themselves and think they can't sell or doubt themselves and think they can't do this or do that. But if you really just work for it, you could get anywhere you want to get, literally. It's easy.
So what kind of work do you think they got to put in to get somewhere?
As far as if you're a producer, just uploading consistently, try to upload a beat every day, try to reach out to 10, 20 people a day, just try to talk to as many people as you can and get your name heard. That's one of the first steps before you start selling. Like, people think you could just hop in and start selling, upload a beat and it's going to sell. No, you got to really do the background work. You got to build your name up. You got to talk to people. You got to let them gain your trust. Like, you gaining a love-hate relationship with these customers and you just building a relationship, and that eventually turns into sales because they feel like they can trust you and shop with you, and that's how the sale process really starts, pretty much. Reaching out and interacting with people instead of just trying to be a bot and just sell shit and try to just upload and sell and just think it's that easy. It's not that easy. Yeah, right. You really got to interact with these people and talk to them and make them trust you.
Giving people value and letting them know what you can provide to them.
Yeah, versus a random person they don't know just shopping with them thinking that it's going to all work out like that, and it doesn't. They'll shop with a person that they know they can trust more, 3 times more.
And you do more than just sell beats. I know that because I've seen Producer Standard recently.
Yeah.
You launched that recently?
Yeah, probably in either November or December, but I did it in November or December.
And what's the goal for that?
To really just provide quality kits in the most easiest and cheapest services online that other sites don't have. Because, you know, a lot of these sites overcharge. So I just try to be the one that can be in the middle and try to charge a reasonable price for people that I know can't afford certain stuff or, you know, like are in certain situations. So I just work with budget based off of that. And I try to provide the best kits I can, you know, best quality I can, better than these other sites, and try to just make a name for myself.
And what inspired that producer standard thing? Because you were just doing beats for a long time, and then, you know, I saw you took a jump and you decided to start another business.
Yeah, it's just me thinking about it. Like I always seen these bigger sites making 100,000 a year, 200,000 a year, just off selling, like, you know, like straight kits. So I wanted to start my own and just see, like, if I put my own twist to it and see how much I can make off of it and see how much of an impact I can make it. But it was just a random idea. Like it took me months to really brainstorm it, but just coming up with it and thinking about it and stuff like that, it came along in a couple of months, and I just decided to go through with it and actually launch it.
So it's really designed, you know, to help producers, you know, make it easier for them with melodies and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, we have MIDI kits, loop kits, stem kits, expansion banks, services. We got websites, mixing and mastering. You know, a lot of shit that help a producer when they're first starting off, because, you know, these other sites don't have that, or they're overpricing shit. So we're the middleman that's going to charge you the right price and still give you that quality service with no problems, you know, at all.
So what's one thing that you would tell someone who's trying to make producing into a career?
Grind, 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 grind. Don't think it's going to come easy. You have to be consistent. You have to work. You got to put out shit. You got to want to be famous. Don't look at these famous people and think you're just going to get rich because they got rich and think it was easy for them. No, they busted their ass for years and they grinded to get where they wanted to be. So you really have to grind and like have sleepless nights and be broke and really go through that shit to know like that's something you want to do and you got to follow through with it. Don't think it's easy because it's not. It's really not. So you just got to really be consistent and grind with the shit and just put your name out there. And eventually all the love and all the money and all the sales and everything that you need to come back to you in the long run.